The New York Yankees are one of the most storied and rivaled franchises in sports history, with one of the most well-known logos throughout the entire world and the most known logo in baseball. The Yankees, playing with them, working for them, owning them, there comes high expectations from fans and pundits alike. In 2022, the New York Yankees got all the way to the ALCS to fall in a quick sweep to the Houston Astros. Now, 99 wins in the regular season and an ALCS appearance by most franchises would be considered a success, but not for the New York Yankees. Not for that team or that franchise from that fan base. Now, going into the offseason, the Yankees had some big moves to make to upgrade that lineup. They were going to lose right fielder Aaron Judge in free agency, who was going to go make a huge payday somewhere else. They were going to lose Anthony Rizzo, first baseman, and center fielder Andrew Benintendi, who they brought in through a trade earlier in the season to generate some contact for that team. And what's the first move the Yankees make in the offseason? They start by going out and getting Carlos Rodon, a free agent pitcher coming from the Giants. A strange move, but we'll get to it in a minute. And then they go out and re-sign first baseman Anthony Rizzo, a good signing, one what they had to get. And then they get the big fish. They lure Aaron Judge away from the Giants from signing a mega contract with them to come back to New York to be a captain and sign one of the biggest contracts in baseball history with the Yankees. Now, for a lot of teams, signing Anthony Rizzo, Aaron Judge, and Hector Rodon is a very, very good offseason. But for the Yankees, it's basically going back to step one, square one, from where they ended the season last year. You see, the Yankees had a huge problem last year on the offense. Now, the Yankees were number one in team home runs and team walks last year. This is usually a very good thing for the regular season and works out very well for a team. But it usually doesn't work out too well for teams in the postseason when you lead the league in home runs and walks. It's because you go against the top pitching staffs in the world. You're going up against guys in rotations that don't allow you to get launch angle and exit velocity on these pitches. Don't allow you to square up these balls and knock them out of the park. So they force you into a different style of offense, which is commonly referred to as small ball. The ability to generate on-base percentage through things like walks, singles, doubles, and generate runs like that instead of the long ball. This was the Achilles heel of that offense last year for the New York Yankees. They had an inability to generate consistent runners on base without drawing walks. They struggled mightily in that lineup to just generate contact into singles and doubles. And this is why it was such a head scratcher to me when they went out and signed Carlos Rodon. To me, the Yankees had more than enough pitching between their bullpen and their starting rotation to make it deep in the playoffs. The Yankees had one of the top three bullpens in the entire league last year, led by Michael King. They had a top 5, top 7 rotation in the league with Garrett Cole, Nestor Cortez, and Luis Severino in it. Usually we say great pitching can overcome bad offenses, but with the way the Yankees offense is built, it's just so fundamentally flawed. If they can't get walks and generate guys on base early like that, and then hit the long ball and put pressure on your starting pitching, they struggle mightily to win games and get guys on base. And we saw that last year. They got off to one of the hardest starts in MLB history. There were some predictions out there that were having them win up to 120 games and break the Seattle Mariners 116 game record some years ago set. And then we saw after they played the Astros and a few other teams. Teams were taking the Astros and a few other teams' blueprint that they had used against the Yankees and use it against them. And that is to not allow them to square pitches up and get exit velocity and launch angle on them. Force the Yankees hitters to play small ball, put the ball in play consistently. And it led to that second half collapse after the All-Star break for the Yankees. They were projected from 120 wins, and they only won 99. And it's even more of a head-scratcher that they really didn't add anything in free agency. They brought back 2 guys and added a starting pitcher, but that's not what they needed to do to be successful. They didn't need more pitching. They have more than enough pitching to get to the World Series. It's that offense. It's continually struggling against elite pitching because they cannot do one thing. They can't generate runners on base without the walk. And yes, whenever you are an owner, general manager, or player for the New York Yankees, there are extremely high expectations from fans around the league and around the world for you. But alas, what can you do? The Yankees aren't going to be able to do anything until they change the way that their offense is built. They're going to need a few more contact bats and some guys that can get on base without having to get a walk in order to compete with the Astros in this league. Well, at least for this next few years coming up. But until then, the Yankees, they're going to be coming in second or third in the AL. Anyways, guys, I would love to know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you think the Yankees are flawed the way that they're built on offense? Let me know. And as always, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new, because I have plenty more baseball content like this. Opening day is almost here, and ticket giveaway is Sunday. I will see you all in the next one. Adios, mis amigos.